Anyone can tell you what rooms are on this week's 777 sale. I'm more interested in a different question. What's the data telling us? This week's list has some usual suspects, a couple of oddballs, and trends worth talking about. The Sandals Grenada Pink Gin Ocean View room is definitely a highlight this week. This PO room hasn't had a hit on the 777 sale for almost a year, and that hotel itself hasn't had an occurrence since September of 2025. That's a pretty long drought for both. Also, this room wasn't just the longest absent room this week. It had been gone longer than all of the other rooms combined. Interestingly enough, the Grenada PO room also shows a bit of a trend. For the majority of its appearances on this sale, an overwhelming majority of 24 out of 25 of them occurred during the first 3 quarters of a given year. That could mean we're seeing the beginning of another active stretch for this room. 2021 to 2023 was this room's heyday with 18 hits in those 2 years alone though, so I could be way off base with that guess. Let's talk about value. Not everyone is going to have the same definition, and I know that. For some, it may be the least expensive room. For others, it may be the amount of money that is saved by the 777. For others, including myself, it's the percentage saved on something. I'm going to start with the lowest priced after the 777 is taken off. The order of this spreadsheet does not match the order shown on the 777 page, even when you sort it low to high. This spreadsheet shows actual pricing for low season 2027 travel in order to truly compare apples to apples, which the advertised pricing on the 777 page doesn't always do. For the dates I used, the Poolside Butler Villa Suite at Ochi is the clear winner. I know Ochi can be a polarizing resort, and the NB1 is a frequent flyer on this sale, so I can already hear some eye rolls. When you look at the Grenada, Royal Bahamian, and Halcyon rooms though, their final prices after 777 are not really far from each other at all. There's only about a $600 difference between those 3 alone. If dollars saved is more your jam, you don't want to overlook the Curacao, St. Vincent, or Antigua Butler rooms. The Curacao KB saves the most at over $2,600. The St. Vincent Villa Suite with private pool is a very close second, and the VFP saves only about $130 less than the KB. One thing worth noting before we compare percentages, different islands, room categories, and service levels all have different pricing structures. That's why the percentages aren't identical. And that's completely normal. Like the least expensive spreadsheet moments ago, the Ochi NB1 room is the winner here. But all of these rooms are relatively close to each other in actual savings percentage. This spreadsheet should also answer for you that the 777 sale is absolutely not just 7% off the final price, as many new to the sale are quick to assume. Every room this week has an actual savings percentage of higher than 15% when compared to its non-777 counterpart for the travel dates I used. So what does the data tell us this means? Grenada gave us the rarest room, Ochi gave us the strongest percentage savings plus lowest final price, and Curacao gave us the largest dollar discount. 4 different winners depending on how you define value. And that's exactly why I love digging into the numbers. When you look at a 777 room, what matters most to you? Rarity, lowest price for the trip, total dollars saved, or percentage saved? Tell me in the comments.